This big gold button on the right will wake up or turn on your audio player. To get to our tracks, we're just going to tap on Music and go to Files, SD card, and you're going to see all of your music and your folders that are loaded on your SD chip. On the left, there's a yellow color that outlines the track that's playing. Swiping right to left, I can see the album information and the controls. Down here in the bottom left, you can see the numbers are counting when it's playing. A little play pause in the center at the bottom. Now the left side is where you can set your repeat options. You can also set shuffle, or if you want to play all the way through and stop, that's the 3 lines. Repeat everything is the loop, and then there's a repeat with a little 1 in there. Now swiping left to right, I'm going to back out. We're going to take a look at some of the music options. So here under, when you see music on the top left, you can tap that gear and get down to music options. Under music update mode, I set that to auto, so it'll automatically update when you make changes or update your player. And then you can manually initiate that by tapping on the update music database. This will just refresh what's actually listed on your player so it matches. Whenever you add or remove tracks, it's got to do a scan. That's why I set this to auto, so everything looks accurate. The other option I want to change is called Play Through Folders. It's down here towards the very bottom. This allows your tracks to repeat and loop inside the folder that you put the songs in. Now, if you swipe on the player from the very top down, very top of the screen down, you're going to see a new menu. And in there, you've got a few options. One of them is line out mode, which looks like a little plug-in cord. And it asks you to confirm because the volume gets really loud. Be careful with your ears with line out mode. Also, if you have those unplugged, if you don't have an audio cable in, you won't see line out mode on your. Operating normally without line out, you can turn the volume up and down with that little gold button on the side, and then you can swipe your finger if you can catch it quick enough. So anytime the player powers off or back on, you'll also have to reset this line out mode. If the cord becomes unplugged, you have to plug it back in and then turn line out mode back on. So we're using line out mode because the frequencies will go into our equipment, but the ones that you actually listen to, we need to get the volume down a bit. And we use something called an inline volume controller, the volume control wheel on it. Now this is what you'd plug in between your audio source and your headphones, earbuds, even speaker. Most of the speakers will have a volume controller on them. It's easy to get to, but you can always use this little tiny inline volume controller with the wheel to adjust your safe volume. On our older piece of equipment where we have our splitters, we could just use this same technique. We're just going to plug this into the blue end of that splitter and put this in between any of the audio production equipment that you're using so you can adjust that volume safely down. This player, because of safety regulations, will not allow you to run 100% volume or anything above 50 for more than about 20 hours. So if you keep seeing your volume dropping down to 20 or 30, they've automatically programmed it to go down. So the only way to keep this running 24/7 at a high volume is to use the line out mode. Now I want to swipe left to right and get over to wireless. Once I enable the Wi-Fi here, we can connect to a Wi-Fi network. So you can toggle it on or off here. You can also slide from the very top down and see that Wi-Fi symbol. You can tap that, turn it on or off right there. Down here at the bottom, you just want to scan for networks. I've already got this player connected to our network. But once you scan it, you can find the network, your wireless network that you want to use, and then you just put in your password and it'll get you connected. Tap import music via Wi-Fi to get your player into the mode where you can transfer wireless over your Wi-Fi network. So you just put in this IP address into your browser or onto your smart device, and it'll be able to talk and transfer music. Here I'm just using Firefox, so I put that IP in there, comes up. I can upload folders, files, I can delete things. Now, if you're using the app, we've got this custom built in, so you can get into the Raise Your Frequency app. And then when you're on a track that's already come in, just swipe left to right, and then you have a send to player option. And that'll connect. It takes a little time to find it the very first time, but once they've both been on the same network, it is pretty fast. Choose files, and then you'll see a Raise Your Frequency folder. And then inside the CST downloads, you'll find your latest audios here in the app. Just tap on the audio you want to upload to the player, and then you'll tap on the upper right on open. And then the transmission will start automatically, take a few minutes. But this is a good overview of the audio player. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us if you're a Quantum Sound Therapy client. Congratulations. I think you're really going to enjoy this player.